P Square. Yes, P Square. Oh my days. P Square came in real strong, energetic. They were like a combination of Michael Jackson, Chris Brown. Who else? They were doing it all. They were singing the love songs, giving us the party songs, the clap songs, giving us the African dance, real hardcore kind of songs. And it was
Hello, beautiful people, global citizens. Welcome to this channel. This is Cosmopolitan Studios. This channel is new, it's fresh, it's fresh, it's sharp, and it's just for you.
Hey, what's up, beautiful people, global citizens? You're welcome to Afro 360 on Cosmopolitan Studios. So Afro 360 is for Africa, everything African, for the music, the food, the culture, the movies, films, whatever that has Africa in it is covered right here on Afro 360 on Cosmopolitan Studios. So like I told you, we are a variety programming network channel. We do a lot of stuff, and this is just one of them. So you're welcome to Afro 360 on Cosmopolitan Studios. My name is YB, and today we're gonna delve into something really amazing. The whole world is talking about it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about African music. Yeah, you heard that right. African music to the world. The whole world is talking about African music. I know you're thinking, well, why not just say Afrobeat? I could just say Afrobeat, but I feel like African music is bigger and broader than Afrobeat. But Afrobeat is the current vehicle that is carrying the whole African music on its shoulders. So Afrobeat, you want to call it African music, I say, but we are talking about African music. And today on the show, I'm going to give you a little bit of history and background of African music, or Afrobeat. I know, I love the movement. I love when people go like Afrobeat to the world. You know, New York, LA, London, everybody. Afrobeat is really incredible. So hey, today we're gonna do more about music from Africa, so you get to know how we have come, or how far we've come as a continent, as a people, and how the world is celebrating our music, our melodies, our rhythms, our sounds. It's just magical. It's electrifying. And so if this is the first time on this channel, please feel free and subscribe to the channel. Let the community grow. Let trumpet Africa to the rest of the world, because the whole world is embracing African music. And so just for history, I know how a lot of people have different narratives or different theories about African music, how it originated, who started it, how it started, who was able to give it that global or international appeal. But I'll say whatever you think is right, it's probably right. Whatever you say is probably not far from the truth, because every rumor they say has an iota of truth. And based on the source of your learning or literature, you might get a different perspective or angle as to how Afrobeat came to being and how it has come this far. But so far as I'm concerned, as an entertainment enthusiast, as an entertainment pundit, analyst, consumer, somebody who loves entertainment and coming from Africa, I think that African music really started in the 1920s. In Ghana, yes, in Ghana, where I come from, according to my history books, it started somewhere 1920s in Ghana, where we had the Ghana High Life genre starting to make waves, where people were dancing to this song, this genre, this music at events, at functions, and all of that. And now, into the 1920s, going forward into the 30s, 40s, 50s, there was some infusion with foreign elements that gave it a better appeal. And so the high life had a lot of different transitions, different incorporations with a bit of a Western or European element that gave it some different appeal. And then we came the traditional Yoruba music, with a bit of jazz, a bit of funk, a bit of Fuji. It gave the music a different kind of image. And then there came Fela Kuti from Nigeria. Fela Kuti of blessed memory. Now he took Afrobeat or African music across Africa. It wasn't just Ghana, it wasn't just Nigeria. He took it across Africa and across Europe. And he made people from Europe start embracing the concept of African music because he branded it really nice and sharp. He gave it a nice image. And so in the 1960s, 70s, you had Fela Kuti of Nigeria giving African music a new face, a new image that made it more acceptable to the international world, Europe and all of that. And so in the 1970s, you probably have people like Osibisa from Ghana also jumping in. Yes, Osibisa from Ghana. You probably heard of songs like Waya, we are going, heaven knows where we're going to, something like that. We have Sunshine Day, we have Welcome Home, all great evergreen songs from Osibisa from Ghana. So you have Osibisa from Ghana, you have Fela Kuti doing his thing, and it was just beautiful. It was like non-stop. African music kept rising from one level to another level, different angles, different receptions, and it was just beautiful. And so African music has really come from far. The journey started a long time ago, and that is how Fela Kuti, the Osibisas, were able to give it that international appeal and standard where they were performing across Europe and America. I mean, I know there were songs like Pansa Pansa, with that's by Fela Kuti, and the African 70. Fela had this song Lady, and then Teacher Don't Teach Me Nonsense. All classics from Fela Kuti, and they were just beautiful. Now, going into, say, maybe the 80s and maybe somewhere in the 90s, we had talented artists from Africa also doing their thing and picking it up from where the Osibisas, the Fela Kutis were able to get it to, and also giving their own twist, style, and vibe to it. So you can mention names like Yvonne Chaka Chaka, with sounds like Thank You, Mr. DJ, and you can talk about Brenda Fassie of blessed memory with Vulin Delay. That was a big hit when I was growing up. It was like all over the place. And we have someone like Angelique Kidjo of Benin. Now she had great hits like Wombolombo, like Agolo, and she was from Benin and she was killing it. And she's still killing it. She's Grammy nominated, she's Grammy Award winner, she's done collabos with people from all walks of life. And now we have people from Ghana like Rocky Dawuni, great artists by all standard, flying the flag of Ghana super high, the flag of Africa super high. And now you can think of Lucky Dube of South Africa with great sounds like Guns N' Roses with I've Got You Babe. You can talk about Slave, Prisoner, Remember, Together, all beautiful reggae sounds from the man Lucky Dube of South Africa. Yvonne Chaka Chaka also from South Africa. And this crop of people took it from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, where they got to, and they took it to a whole different pedestal. And it was beautiful. It was widely received by the world. All over, they were making waves. That was incredible. And so along the line, somewhere in the 1990s, into the 2000s, we had another crop of people from Africa with a whole different vibe, a whole different style, a whole different swag. And so you can think of people like Two-Face Idibia. I remember when he released this African Queen song. Oh my days, African Queen.